Hey, I'm sitting here with David Dixon, who happens to be my preferred lender. And the reason that he's my preferred lender, other than he's amazing, but one of the great things that David offers is this app on his phone. And so when I'm dealing with a buyer and they have seen something that they want to go see, or we just have a conversation, the first thing I need to do is make sure that they're pre-approved. And what I do is pull my phone out, I click on his face, and then I literally can text them the application. So where it says share, I'm texting it to them, putting their name in, and we're good to go. They get it on their phone, they can fill it out. Within 15 minutes, well, less than that, less than 10 minutes, they fill it out, and then it goes to David. And David, tell me what you do. I mean, I'm usually giving you the heads up, especially if we're in a hurry, but tell me what you do after that process. So I've texted it to them, they filled out the application, and then it's kind of out of my hands. And so I have to trust that the lender, David, is taking care of it. So tell them what you do.
Thanks, Stacey. So by the time we see that, the buyer has already connected their banking. It's all secured. And we've gotten a lot of their documents because they can simply take pictures with their same phone. They just fill that out, their driver's license. They're getting lists of things they need, not just the information. And so by the time we talk to them, we've got a lot of that ready to go. And so in some cases, boom, that pre-approval letter goes right out to you. But the biggest thing that's missing in our industry is we want to make sure the buyer's ready. So we want to sit down with them or do a Zoom consult with them. What is their payment? What is their cash to close? What should they be ready for? What can go wrong? So we go through all that. So that's the next thing we're doing is we're making sure they're good to go. And if they're not, or they are, we're setting up a consult to schedule them and go through the
Step
need
by
to
step.
know.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's two parts of that. There's the quick part, which is, this can all happen very quickly. There's the other part where I will talk to somebody who might be interested in buying, and I say, listen, I know it's all scary and you probably have a lot of questions. So why don't you fill this out? And I'll let David know to call you. So we're not issuing a pre-approval. We're not doing anything like that. But then David calls them. Mm-hmm. But for me, as an agent, I can say, don't worry about this. And you've dealt with my buyers over and over and over, where you literally call them, sit down, and then come up with a plan. And I think the scary part for the buyer is
they're just going to say no.
They're going to be rejected.
Or we're going to get taken advantage of. So one thing cool besides those things is they're worried about their credit.
Right.
So we do soft credit pulls. We can pre-approve a buyer, except for USDA. We can pre-approve a buyer with a soft credit pull.
Nice.
And so there's no ding to their credit, and we'll educate them on that. We send them this optoutprescreen.com they can do so they don't get hammered with once they do get that hard credit pull. But it allows them to be 100% ready when they find that house. And that's the pain that people can't understand until it happens. Right. And there's no shortage of stories where they found the house. Then it was like, oh, you mentioned that.
Yeah.
And then they missed the house.
Yeah. And
then they mourn and mourn. No. So the idea is the sooner they can get this out of the way, then they're ready to buy.
Right.
Then we can close them quick.
Absolutely. And it's when they're pre-approved, they're approved. So that is just one little facet of David's app that I enjoy.